Welcome to this tutorial on improving your audio while streaming. My name is Tyler Valencia, and I'm the president of KIPS and Kettlebell Concepts. This is part one in a series of videos where we will use some great technology to fit our needs as fitness professionals. Before going any further, please make sure to subscribe for future tutorials and let us know in the comments what type of tech videos you want to see in the future. So what's the answer? How do you get the music to play in sync with the instructor? In this episode, we're going to use an audio mixer, and in a follow-up tutorial, we will use an audio interface. If you just said, what are those? Don't worry, I'm sure there are many people saying the same thing. An audio mixer is typically used by DJs, podcasters, other streamers, and musicians. The way we are going to use it in this tutorial is to make a setup that fits someone in the fitness industry who is teaching online. I say it that way because typically a group exercise instructor isn't holding a microphone or standing next to a stand. They are moving around and being dynamic. With that said, we're going to go through a setup that uses a lavalier microphone and connects to an iPad for music. Can these be changed out for an iPhone or computer or stereo? Sure. The biggest piece of advice that I can give you is to make sure you have the proper adapters. I am not an audio technician, but from what I've uncovered through research, and thankfully didn't happen to me, is that plugging in a wrong type of cord or unbalanced cord can lead to blowing out a device. Not something you want.
First stop with the equipment, and most important, is the audio mixer. The one in this tutorial is the Phoenix Pro USB interface, which at the moment is going for $105.99 on Amazon. I will admit that this was not the first choice for this tutorial, but at the time of filming this tutorial, it is one of the few that you can actually get in a reasonable time frame. I will put the link for this one in the description as well as a couple others, but keep in mind that these types of devices are in popular demand. When looking for a mixer, the key item you want to find is one that is a USB interface. We want to make sure we can connect the devices to a computer or even a smartphone with the proper adapter. This mixer can have up to 3 inputs, and one of the reasons I picked this mixer was the direct TRS input for channel 1. Unfortunately, I was not able to get that to work with the lavalier microphone I wanted to use for this tutorial, but with the proper adapter, I was able to get into channel 1. There are inputs for headphones, which will come in handy later on, and outputs to connect speakers for playback. Moving on to the lavalier microphone. The option in this tutorial is the Rode Go, which comes in around $200 on Amazon. This is an investment, but for the reasons I mentioned prior, we want something that is dynamic and going to last. I can speak from experience that going cheap in this department is not wise. I can't even list all the times my audio has been ruined by a cheap lavalier microphone. One of the many positives of this microphone is that it shows your audio levels on the receiver and you can adjust based on your tone. This can also be done on the mixer, but it's another item to play with. A couple more reasons why this microphone can come in handy is if you're filming content not for streaming and doing non-music Zoom meetings. The last items you'll need to make this work are a 3.5mm female TRS to XLR male connector, and lastly, a 1/4 to 1/8 stereo cable. If you're using an iOS device, you'll also need the appropriate adapter. I'm going to use an Apple Lightning headphone jack here. These items are key to make this process work, and remember that these adapters make sure your devices don't blow out. Let's now connect everything and get ready for a demo. In this demo, I'm going to use my MacBook Pro to power the mixer and connect to a streaming service. First, I'm going to power on my Rode Go and connect this to the XLR adapter, which I'm going to plug into channel 1. This is the microphone I'm going to attach to my shirt. Next, the music. I'm going to take the 1/4 to 1/8 stereo cable and plug this into channel 2. I'm going to use the Apple Lightning headphone jack here. The basics are now set. I'm going to use my iPad as a music source, but please feel free to use a device of your choice here with the appropriate adapter. Once you have all this set, you can either plug in some headphones to test your playback levels, or even better, open up a room in a streaming platform and test them out. The levels on the mixer will all depend on your coaching volume, the music you're using, and the platform you're streaming on.
Now the fun part, the testing.
This is a demo inside my home gym utilizing a USB mixer. So the USB mixer is connected to the lavalier Rode Go microphone and is also connected to the iPad for music. That can be interchanged with an iPhone or another music device. That is also connected through the USB cord to my laptop computer to stream through Zoom. So this recording is done inside Zoom. This is a second test inside Zoom with the same setup, but now I've turned the volume up on the mixer to about 80%. This is the third test inside Zoom with the same setup with the USB mixer, but now I've turned the music volume to 100%.
That's it for this tutorial. I hope you found this all useful. If you're looking for more tips, please check out this tutorial on streaming through Zoom or this tutorial on upgrading your smartphone accessories.